Ну что, продолжаем проходить.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Паркур. Не хочет.
Sebastian, there you are.
There you are. You promised me an explanation for what happened in the Three Broomsticks. Not many students have Victor Rookwood's attention. What was that all about?
Seems he's working with Ranrock. And Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts.
Ranrock? And when were you at Gringotts?
Professor Fig and I ended up there after the dragon attack. It's quite the tale. Fig had this
A portkey? To Gringotts? I'm not sure I follow.
I barely follow myself, and I was there. Anyway, we ended up in an ancient vault where we found a map. That map leads to the restricted section.
You can't be serious.
Deadly serious. Professor Fig has insisted that I not tell a soul about any of this. I've probably said too much.
Understood. Your secret's safe with me. Whatever it is.
Thank you, Sebastian. You mentioned being clever enough not to get caught in the restricted section.
And I am. Meet me outside the library tonight. And tell no one.
Да вообще все равно.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll meet you later.
Мне интересно, если тут шмота столько, ну вот одежды, да, там очки, вот эта шляпа, почему только я так хожу? То есть у всех там в шкафах, в сумках, в сундуках вся эта фигня лежит. Но чтобы человек ходил так, я почему-то не видел. Мне это интересно. Почему? Почему, ну, походу, все стесняются? Ага. Наверху. Так, я бы здесь в настройках. Вот это заклинание. Вот. Прикольно. Вот это прикольно. То бишь, чтобы прочекать, мне вот это не надо постоянно. А, не, мне надо на R-ку. R-ку, то есть. Где здесь R? R. Вот R-ка. Вот. Исцеление не Г можно. Ну, по сути, и Г, конечно, можно. Ну, остальное все равно. на мышку переделал. ХП у меня и так предостаточно.
See there? That's the door we need to reach. And those annoying prefects would love nothing more than to rat on us to Scribner, so don't let them see us. Understood?
I can be sneaky. Let's go.
Hold on now. There's a spell you should know. The disillusionment charm. Good for getting places you're not supposed to be. Cast it and you'll appear as little more than a trick of the light, just as long as you keep your distance and stay quiet.
You mean I'll actually be able to turn invisible?
Something like that. It's not as foolproof as a cloak, but those are expensive. And spells are free. Give it a try.
То есть мантию можно было купить? Блять, не попал. Блять, ну это лицо? Ну, драться вроде мы сейчас не будем.
Quietly now.
Иди смотри, там фигня происходит какая-то. А ты чё встал? Особое приглашение надо? Где отсюда?
Blast. The librarian's still here. Quick, behind the bookcase.
Revelio. You told me the librarian would be gone by now.
I said usually, but it'll still be all right. Do you see her
Я
desk
думал, нас
behind
уже
me?
поймали.
The key is in the drawer of that desk. Now, here's what we're going to do. I'll create a distraction to draw her away. You focus on getting the key. I'll meet you outside of the restricted section.
You distract, I get the key. Understood.
I said I'd get you in, and I always keep my word. Trust me.
Да. Холосу, бля, приду. А я могу туда пройти? Видимо, нет. А как мне потушить?
Is someone there?
Да-да-да.
Please.
Непонятно, непонятно. Бабка, ну не тупи. Да ёлки. Она как чует. А как мне туда попасть? А, это ты, ёп.
That wasn't so difficult after all. Now, to find that book.
Как все просто с ключом. 45 рублей.
Oh, that one's charmed to look more useful than it is. It's fooled me twice. Never judge a tome by its cover, I say.
Revelia.
Книги летают. Не знаю, я и как-то и сам опять допер до
Don't let
этого.
her see you.
Иди, чини.
Revelia.
Тють-тють-тють-тють. Вот и
Should
все.
be in the clear now. No need for us to be skulking about.
So what is it you've been looking for?
I'm looking for a cure to help my twin sister, Anne, so that she can return to Hogwarts. Because Merlin knows everyone else is given up.
Why do you think you'll find a cure in the restricted section? Does the Hogwarts matron have nothing there?
А, то есть... А как у меня... Ну, как я должен был забрать этот листок, мне интересно. Если это запретное.
We've tried everyone from Nurse Blaney to St.
Ну,
Mungo's.
запретное место.
But I can research on my own. No need to concern yourself with that right now. Let's focus on what you're on.
Просто, типа, боятся.
Which is what, precisely?
I'll know it when I see it.
You're being awfully cryptic.
Скотиняка. То бишь он типа нас не видит. Офигеть. А че я забрал, я не увидел.
Secrets of the darkest arts. I'm impressed.
Вот опять это.
Revelia.
Короче, я не знаю, как его собрать. Никакая, блин. Здесь надо Вингардиум использовать. Тоже не пойму, как бы я бы забрал. Не знаю, зачем я это делаю, но рассказывает.
Who have we here? Sebastian Sallow and his new little friend. Out exploring where they shouldn't be. Naughty, naughty, you'll get caughty.
Peeves, don't
I'm
you...
going to tell, I'm going to tell, I'm going to tell.
Oh, blasted Peeves! I've got to stop him, or at least get to the librarian with a good excuse for all of this.
Wait, I don't want you getting into trouble for me.
I have a way with the faculty when it comes to disciplinary matters. Besides, I like having friends who are in my debt. Now go. Good luck in your search. Now, where's that damned poltergeist got to?
I know just the spell to repair this armor.
Зашибись. Ну, люмиум с нам тянем. А как он нас увидел? Мне интересно. Я же даже не чинил ничего. Он, по идее, нас не должен был увидеть.
Revelia. Of course. Traces of ancient magic.
Следы магии.
There must be more to this room.
Перчатки хуже моих. Бля, мне интересно, а что мне там выпало с того чемодана с глазом? Это хуже. А, рукоять. Ну, пускай будет такая. Нож ни на что не влияет, поэтому ничего страшного.
That's it. Revelio.
Типа нас кто-то видит, да? Нас кто-то чувствует. Какой-то мусорный ящик открываю. Контейнер. М. 15 уровень. А мы только... ну, скоро. Легендарочку можем использовать.
Where might this lead? Revelio.
Чего? Она ноги не сломает? А чё за фигня? А как мне тогда залутать?
I need to wake up that rune over there.
А я думал, надо что-то притянуть.
Revelio.
Not surprising. Guards at the ready.
Мне интересно, если я спрячусь, он меня увидит? Ты меня что, видишь, что ли? И ты получишь, скотиняка.
Revelio.
Типа добивать X. Тут ничего нету. Может разбить? Может это что-то даст?
Leviosa. Accio. Protego. Stupid. Leviosa.
Как я их? Это что? Вон там ящик. Я не пойму, как это. И тут стрельнуть некуда. Или вот сюда. Я сейчас упаду, да? Нет. А как мне туда пройти? Алло, игра, ты хоть подскажи, я не знаю.
Reparo.
Или Или мне можно упасть сюда? Я тебя услышал, блин. Я не знаю. В жопу тогда.
Revelio.
Чуть ножку не сломали.
This must be the way forward. But to where?
Чего, блядь?
Nearly there. Let's keep my wits about
Блядь.
me.
Так а чё ты? А, я понял.
Revelio.
Revelio.
Оп. Мы захилим.
It is a book after all. wanted to see me? Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
I am glad. Especially in light of your unusual situation, starting as a 5th year.
As it happens, I was also admitted to Hogwarts as a 5th year. I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
We were glad to help.
And yes, I did see swirls of magic everywhere that day. My father insists it was my imagination running wild. Certainly real to me.
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too. But we have never known of another who could.
I don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
Ancient magic?
Few are capable of wielding it. Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morganach.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. Such we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Ну, прям у нее выражение лица было такая. Она уже попала не в те строки.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster.
That being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
Интересно, а с этим клоуном можно будет потом что-нибудь сделать? Я бы его отпиздил.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Что-то пиликает. Наверху? А ну-ка. Чемодан. Ну, туда пройти никак не получается.
Reparo. Revelio.
И все. И все пропали.
Revelio.
А чё тут ждать-то? А, вот еще загадочка есть. Не понял. А где дверь?
Revelio.
А дверь... Почему я не вижу двери? А, тьфу, бля, я ее уже открывал. Так, сейчас тут...
Revelio.
Ага, вон он.
Revelio. Revelio.
Reading can be as magical as any spell. Why can't students see that?
Да, херово тебе, бабка. Чего это тут как будто летает?
Leviosa. Here.
Не понял.
Revelio.
Вот тут как будто что-то летает. А что это? Ладно, уже понял. Где? Кроме того чемодана ничего нету.
Revelio.
Теперь надо побегать, поискать еще эти...
Revelio.
А, мне же что-то дали, да? И шапку. 28. Ой, боже, блядь. Так, открывать я еще.
Revelio.
Кто наверху? А, точно, вот он. Я ж теперь могу открывать такие. Сосать. И... А, 500. 500 рублев.
Heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is some...
Revelio.
Теперь надо все эти чемоданы поискать. Ну, далеко бьет. Ага, вон наверху есть. Так мне надо подняться туда как-нибудь.
Revelio.
Вряд ли он в сортире.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Вот так.
Revelio.
И так будет с каждым ящиком. Все, пришел. Блять, это кто?
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox? It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
А если за
Sir,
ним пойти?
I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
Levioso.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention in herbology and potions. There's more to magic than spellcasting.
Plenty to keep me occupied while you're gone.
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return. Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well. Careful now.
Так. Что-то вот ниже.
In Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Castle, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Думаю, ничего не мешало.
Professor Fig and Weasley have asked that I teach you an additional defensive spell. Please complete the assignments I have given you, and then proceed to see me in my classroom.
Я ничего не должна искать.
Prepare.
Так, ладно.
Revelio.
I really have made a mess of things.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Thank you for asking. I'm Cressida, by the way, and I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You see, I'm fond of creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Our meet told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
I suppose I could help if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
Ну чё, просто книжки помочь. И все.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Got it.
Так. Из шмота я же получил вот эту легендарку. Не понял, ты чё не притягиваешь?
Revelio. Revelio.
Так, одна наверху, да? Где-то тут.
Revelio.
Ага.
Reading can be as magical as any spell.
Заткнись, блядь. Летают пару княженц, а ты тут ворчишь.
What are you up to now?
That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
Понятно. Все, бабка, видишь, пропали книжки. Больше Воня, блядь.
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Unless you want your classmates to know how you really feel about them, you might reward me for my time.
Oh, you're not at all who I thought you to be.
I wouldn't do that to you, Cressida. Only trying to teach you to be a little more careful.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people
И
are
хули ты до сих
trustworthy.
пор тут сидишь?
Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me.
Блин. Так. Сюда я ничего не могу. Невидимость мне, наверное, пока не нужна. Люмиум пускай будет. Так, мне надо продолжить идти к заданию.
My family has a lot.
Revelio.
You're growing Punch's onion again.
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacula than the bouncing bulb. Now then, today we will be acquainting ourselves with the mellifluous tuber known as the mandrake root. Accio. Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Ух.
Quickly! Place your mandrake in the new pot and pat down the soil! The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right at ease. Reparo! I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone. Now, for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our possum.
Понятно.
You can all
Я
get
хотел
settled.
наебать.
I need to have a brief word with our new student.
I should think Professor Garlic
И
would
чё
be more
мне с этим
careful with her
делать?
mandrakes.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Revelio. Levioso. Lumos. Incendio. Revelio.
Он просто светится красным. Так, туда нам пока нельзя. Все? Это все, что я мог собрать здесь? Столько травы растет, а дали собрать фигню какую-то. Как я перелазил? Что-то глаза долбалюсь. Потом поговорим.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Да, мне понравилось.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil. Now, as I mentioned, next we'll be planting dittany. Let us find you some seeds.
I already have some, Professor. Picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the Magic Neep. Wonderful! A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Nicholas fancy or roses?
Revelio.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital ingredient in the Wiggenweld potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class.
То, что у меня есть.
Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Here, dear, and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Revelio.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. I'm Leander. I'll be showing you the Chinese chomping cabbages. Up these stairs will take us there, but your lead. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian.
Которая может на пальцы откусить.
He's really good. But you outright. Here we are. Home of the Chinese. Go on. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Tap.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on.
И чё?
Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that'd have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Где такой дракон летит, ты в него капусту кидаешь. ПВП или засаль. Уйди, давай быстрее. Тут чё? Так можно его скоротить.
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragon hide gloves, we shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I tended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Надо подлизывать.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you. Huh. Well, I suppose that's everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
Чё с лицом было, а? Ты чё, офигела, блядь? За секунду от любви до ненависти. Один щаковый. Чего, блядь? Когда меня летать будут учить, метлу дайте.
Revelio.
500 метров. Серьезно? Вы чё гоните? Это же капец. Ладно, чё. Делать нечего. Но все равно не устает.
Revelio.
Тем более посмотрим еще что-нибудь найдем. Так, мы вышли, и вот это дом Хагрида будущий, да, получается? Если я все правильно помню. Или он был дальше? Мне кажется, дальше был. Здесь закрыто здесь.
Revelio.
Тут же закрыто. О. Ты кто, блин?
Revelio.
Не понял. Понял.
Revelio.
Понятно. Вот это у нее, блядь, выдержка. Я бы через секунду бы запыхался бы в гору с такой скоростью. Бежать. А, мне туда. Ну, посмотрим, что наверху есть. Там башня что-то есть. А почему он не показывает, лучше он или хуже? Получается то же самое, что ли? 25, ну да. Только это 15 уровень. Ладно. Летели, блядь. О, не зря. Так. Хотя бы... А, вот еще наверх может. Надо Вингардиум Левиоса. А я смогу нормально спуститься? Мне кажется, нет, да? Это как-то не было учитано. Кто-то так захочет. Лох! Пидор, видишь, как надо? Як я уже внизу. Ничего нет. Чего? Ладно, ну, зато пару страниц собрали. Во, вот этот дом Хагрида. Хотя нет, он не был около воды, вроде. Если я правильно помню. Шапка. Не понял. Давай шапку оденем, которая лучше нашей. О, настоящий волшебник, ё-моё. Еще с такими очками, это капец, блять.
Rebellion.
Так, ладно.
looks intriguing.
Прям грибочков много.
Revelio.
Как будто мы именно грибами будем что творить.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Тут лута много. Офигеть. Вон очки. Не понял. А как это? Писит статуи, которую я взял.
Revelio.
Ну да, это забаговалось, ладно. 5 копеек, ничего страшного. Щечки. Пришел такой новичок. Щечки. Надо их потом продавать. О, могу, наверное, кстати, продать. Сейчас посмотрим, что у нас за очки там, которые пизже наших. 29 и 30. Ну, вот эти пизже. Все равно лучше. Все, что лучше, это лучше. Давай.
Hello, sir. What do you sell here?
Hello, I'm Jalal Semi, and this is my potion shop. I can answer any questions you have about the town.
What do you have for sale?
What can I help you with today?
Да мне вообще толком ничего не надо. Я не знаю, для чего вот эти зелья мне. Ну, усилитель. Защита. Ну, все. Я пока ничего прям такого
I'll have no trouble selling this.
не было
Thank you.
страшного. Все, спасибо.
Hope to see you again sometime.
Revelio.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Так, это внутри, это снаружи.
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far.
Так, но мне нужна ты. Ага, там что? Камушки кинуть. Ну, как турбокамера выглядит.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. I was there, and I saw what happened with Rookwood and Harlow at the Three Broomsticks. I have been worried about you.
I'm all right at the moment.
If you don't mind my asking, why were they looking for you?
Да я ебу.
I've never met Rookwood or Harlow. Perhaps they mistook me for another student.
A bit odd. The two of them pursuing a Hogwarts student so intently. But whatever the reason, you were clearly in danger. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us. To all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. Everyone has been talking about you defending Hogsmeade from that troll attack. And I shall never forget watching Sorona stand up to Rookwood and Harlow in the Three Broomsticks. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Good. Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair, and you should know that Rookwood is in league with Ranrock.
I had heard they were seen in Hogsmeade together. All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Sherlock.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
I never thought Ramrock's loyalists would go this far. They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be so...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stand aside!
Let's go. I shall shoot
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes.
Че, девки большеватые.
You're in there! Stop! Hang on, we can hold them off!
I'm not going anywhere.
You take this student over my dead body!
Take her. Revelio.
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner. And so close to Hogwarts.
Are you all right?
I am, thanks in no small part to your excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You're a researcher?
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them, all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
This trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the Mallowsweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as well as a stone swell on the ground.
Забрала листочки и убежала.
Place the Mallowsweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
И что мне сделать?
My word! Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Leviosa! Accio! Incendio!
И что нам с ним делать? Пройдите испытание Мэдна.
Incendio!
А почему на тех не сработало? Походу я не попал.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
И что оно дает? Че это, беседка маленькая?
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require Mallowsweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall
На
return to the
миникарте они
safety of my
никак не
notes and books.
обозначены.
Revelio.
Если я так все миссии буду проходить, я до этой метлы никак не дойду. А она тут жесть как нужна, тут просто завались сколько их. Тут такая не маленькая карта. Тем более, учитывая... Это даже не полная карта.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
Все спят.
Shouldn't there be auras or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Revelio.
heard you're defending Hogsmeade against trolls. You know, there is such a thing as trying too hard.
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As fifth years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin. Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Готовься.
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Edurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients. Some can be harvested from the plants you grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more resourceful. Come and see me when you've finished brewing, and we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time around.
Чё нафиг к
My
моему
parents
подошел?
considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors of a goblin rebellion.
Чё он мою трогает?
Professor Sharp must have learned a lot during his time as an Auror. I wish he talked about it more.
Revelio.
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
He did say that. He wants me to get more ingredients to brew another potion.
Brilliant! You, my friend, have been presented with an extraordinary opportunity. I'm Gareth, by the way. Gareth Weasley. Bit of a prodigy with potions, if I do say so myself.
Pleasure to meet you. Wait, are you related to Professor Weasley?
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Edurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Похуй, блядь.
Keep your potion.
Revelio.
Вот это что ли? Че, это все что ли? Что так мало?
prepared witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew. You should get back to brewing your Endurus potion, and I'll tell you when this concoction's finished.
Should you chop the Didney or crush it? The wrong answer could result in the unfortunate loss of your eyebrows.
Полминуты? Чё так долго? Чё за фигня? А если я хочу штук 20 их приготовить, мне что, блядь, полчаса что ли сидеть тут? Что это за фигня?
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Oh! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor. Again. Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked, Professor.
I'm surprised you had the time. You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm sorry, Professor. I was merely trying to help a friend.
Taking responsibility for one's actions does go a long way with me. I shall assume that you've learnt a lesson. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical, given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant. I appreciate your help. I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise. Fewer explosions.
Greetings, young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the
Хрен его знает. Чё, бля, и так что большой взрыв, что ли, был, я не понял.
Get to the courtyard past the pendulum.
Фигня
If you
какая.
don't know it, you'll see.
Попал бы себе один раз на лицо, и все, и больше бы не выебывался. Кипяточки в ручки. И все, и в пляс. А там и боль. И больше бы он херней бы не маялся бы.
Scrope? Where's Scrope?
Чего? Почему сзади?
Revelio. Pumpkins. Oh, I think I know just the place. Here. Revelio. Revelio. Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick. Incendio! Incendio!
Логика в деле.
Revelio.
Шар. И все? Ну ладно. А сюда что надо? Кубик этот? Хотя тут нет такого символа. Как будто шар, наверное, надо какой-то. Ёб твою мать.
Revelio.
Thank you for coming all this way. The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. I've been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Happy to help, especially if you can shed light on the book.
Scrope is grateful. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help. But when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
It seems this may help us
Найду,
both.
отдам. Мне, в
I shall do it.
принципе, не...
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast and place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait
Я
right
заметил, у
here
него
for you. Best
уха
of luck
нету.
finding your
Блядь,
place.
жесть.
And the ring.
Какое огромное ухо.
Revelio.
Его отрезали, да. Так, туда я все равно не смогу спуститься. Так что это по берегу надо.
Revelio.
Это чё? Ага, тварь.
Levioso. Incendio. Lumos. Potato. Stupid.
Оп! Тебя не стало. А мне зачем-то еще надо 2 штуки убить.
Revelio.
Давай убьем.
Incendio. Levioso. Stupid. Incendio. Incendio. Levioso. Revelio.
Why would I need a piece of toast? I suppose that's where it goes.
Прикольно. Тайная комната. Снова открыта.
Revelio.
Could it be? A visitor? Oh! Ah. Ooh. Ah. The name's Richard Jackdaw. I was a student, just like you, about a century ago. How in the world did you find this place?
A house elf named Scrope sent me. Said I might find a black family ring here.
Ah. Sorry to say, I sold the ring a long time ago. Or Scrope. Still holds a candle for Apollonia, I reckon. Can't say I blame him. I stole all these treasures just to impress her. Alas, 'twas to no avail. I thought a secret map I pilfered from Peeves would pique her interest. She simply rolled her eyes. What would I want with yellowed old pages torn from a book? Not my finest moment.
I'd like to have those pages if you don't mind.
They're not here. I thought if Apollonia wasn't interested in the map on the pages, perhaps it would lead to something that would intrigue her. So, I followed the map to what I can only describe as an enchanted cave of some kind. And you see what happened next? Here's an idea. Why don't you meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you where to find the pages?
I suppose if that's the only way for me to get those pages, I'll meet you at the forest.
I'm sure the pages are still tucked in my waistcoat. If you don't mind the sight of a, well, my decapitated skeleton, they're yours for the taking.
Мне похер на твою бошку. Ни хрена не понятно.
A map. Doesn't appear to be connected to the missing pages. Best hang on to it for now. Seems a pleasant enough little place. Revelio. Revelio.
Да, что сюда надо закинуть?
Hello, Scrope. Thanks to you, I was able to enter Apollina's grotto. The toast was the key. I met a ghost there, Richard Jackdaw, who's agreed to lead me to the pages I've been looking for.
That boy was never good enough for Apollonia. Oh, what of the Black family ring?
I'm sorry to say that Jackdaw sold it long ago.
Sad news indeed. Scrope shall need to think of another way to impress the headmaster. Well, Scrope takes some consolation in knowing that the young Slytherin found what they needed.
I did. Thank you again, Scrope. You're a credit to House Elves.
И все, и ушел. А чё давай попробуем тебя. Может, сработает. А, нет, репортнула.
Revelio.
Вот это мерлинская фигня, что ли? А, вот и
Here's a pleasant surprise.
Ну. А, и вот надо вот этот шарик, да? Туда притащить. Не понял. Давай. Нифига, да? Не, его не сдвинуть.
Incendio. Lumos.
А, во! Поехал. Давай, 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 давай. И все, и в ямку, да? Скотина.
Hells won't get the best of me.
Прям в лунку.
Revelio.
Так, что у нас тут рядом вообще есть? Так, мне надо... Так она же закрыта. Мне надо вот это пройти сначала. Что я тут получил? Шарф. 34-й. И... такую. О, современная компьютер. Именно современные технологии. Я не понял, я же выбрал. Я же вроде в заданиях выбрал, что какую-то доп задачку пройти. Ну, заткнитесь. Так. Ну, как я стою левее. Где это мерлинская дичь? Ну да, вот надо перейти.
Revelio.
И наш светится. Уворачиваться. А, когда на меня нападают. Вот тут. Это тоже доп задачка, блядь, такая.
Could it be a Merlin trial?
Что надо сделать? А, ломает. Все?
Revelio. Revelio.
А, ой, еще.
Merlin himself would be proud.
Просто разрыв башки. Так, задание межвыбрано. Это все допки. Это закрыто. Вот это надо пройти. А, мне, короче, надо врагов найти. И от них уклониться. Понятно. Где мне их найти-то? По лесу побегать?
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Нормально. Один на один, блин. Один на один, один на один. Я готов. Готов, бля. Готов. Загри, бля. Во!
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio.
Slippery little shrike, aren't you? No spine. Avoiding unpopular. It isn't. I know you. No! No.
Revelio.
What shall you do now? Not so tough now, are ya? You little potato producer! Learned that in first year, did ya?
The moon half has more bite. Novice.
Revelio. Shame nobody saw that.
Я тут еще не был. Мне вот интересно, а эти челики злые, а чё они водовки добрые не пользуются?
Revelio.
Или как бы злые, им можно. Нет? А чем мне с этой штукой делать?
Incendio. Levioso. Accio. Lumos. Incendio.
Stocked after our little it.
О.
I've never seen such a look of fear in your eyes. Eh? I should think an ant would show more mettle.
So, what's this? I've seen you, Jewel. You made a mistake coming here. You're the one who released Treadwell, aren't you? You've been known to miss
Nobody'll believe I defeated an Ashwinder by myself.
это
I know a Merlin
медленно.
trial when I see one.
Фигня. И? И что?
Incendio. Levioso. Heal.
Ну, как-то прицепилась. Но нифига не происходит. Фиг знает.
Revelio.
А что с этим делать?
Incendio.
Ладно. К черту, пускай будет. Ну, с тобой че?
Levioso. Accio.
Давай, забагаюсь чем-то.
Revelio. Shame you're so foul.
Никто не нашел, а я нашел.
Revelio.
Да, что делать надо? Вот так.
Incendio.
А, в смысле? Чего? Ага.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Так я тут был, короче, надо тпшнуться. Куда тпшнуться только? 800 метров было написано. Да, игра была бы намного лучше, будь она на русском. Потому что много читать тоже не кайф. Нажать F. Так я нажал.
Professor, I wondered, did you attend Hogwarts?
I did. I am a proud member of Ravenclaw House. Why do you ask?
I was curious as to how Hogwarts has changed over the years.
I see. Well, the castle itself, as I'm sure you have surmised, is full of surprises. I dare say more than the staircases change around here. As for the students, well, they seem to get more capable every year. Although, we got up to just as much mischief in my day as you seem to now. I used to look the other way at all sorts of roguery when I was head girl. I can tell you, however, that I did once admonish a certain Phineas Nigellus Black for enjoying a sugar quill during a lecture.
I hadn't realized that you and Professor Black were, students here together.
Appearances can be deceiving. You see, I was once wounded by time itself.
Time itself? I never would have imagined such a thing.
Ah, well, it was the risk I took with my prior position. You may or may not have heard that I was an unspeakable at the Ministry for years.
An unspeakable? What does...
As you might suspect, I cannot speak about what we did. Suffice it to say, the job was not without its hazards. Now, I hope I've satisfied your curiosity for the moment.
You have. Thank you for speaking with me, Professor.
Keep up with your wand work. One must always be prepared for mischief, both inside and outside of the castle.
В течение дня, то бишь надо подождать. Ладно. Ай, на сегодня хватит. Хватит. Завтра продолжим. Что меня в сон клонит. Вот этого я не понял. Оно не получится. Мне не выдают, это внешность. Я не знаю, почему оно не появляется у меня. Ну, скорее всего, потому что это взломанная версия. Скорее всего, из-за этого. Мне вообще, в принципе, все равно. Ну, вот, ничего нету. И внешности здесь нету. А, есть. Только одеть-то я это все равно не смогу. Это коллекция. А, это кого я типа убивал? Коллекция, я понял. Просто я не понимаю, как мне внешний вид. Так, ладно. На сегодня будем заканчивать. Завтра продолжим. Всем спокойной ночи. Всем пока.